In a world plagued by reboots, haunted by sequels, dominated by the same old shit, get ready for an original podcast that will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you. Starring Ginger Josh, Adam the Hare, and introducing the immortal Frank. Hold on to your butts. It's the Game Rage Movies TV Podcast.
It's time again for the classic, well-known, most anticipated podcast on the planet, the Game Rage Movies and TV Podcast. My name's Josh, and I'm here today with the immortal Frank, who just gave me the finger once again. Anyways, what?
Bitch.
Nah, well, if that's how you feel. So today we're going to be talking about Red versus Blue Reconstruction, the final thing that Rooster Teeth has released, basically, the final project. So we did a BFN show called Thank You Rooster Teeth, and we just went on like for 2 hours about fucking all the Rooster Teeth memories and all that stuff. You know, we laughed, we cried some more. If you want to hear our thoughts on Rooster Teeth as a whole and the initial reactions to the closing and all that stuff, then yeah, you know, go there and listen to that. But this is going to be kind of a follow-up to that, but with a specific topic of this movie that they put out, which is the true and actual ending of Red versus Blue. It's done. So, but before we get into that, just really quickly, if you like hearing us talk about movies and TV, you might like hearing us talk about some other shit as well. So you can go to GameRageMagazine.com and see a multitude of other podcasts that we have. Also, you can check out at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, where we've been causing quite the controversy lately. But you can follow us there. So, anyways, why are you giving me that fucking look?
What look?
I don't know. Give me a look. I didn't like it. Whatever it was.
Wasn't trying to, but
I wish we wore Spartan helmets like in Red vs. Blue, so we didn't have to see each other's faces.
I've already gone partially blind because of your face.
I don't think I could really see that well to begin with anyway, so.
I mean, you're wearing contacts on top of glasses.
On top of contacts outside of the glasses. So, anyways, yeah. So, all right. Red vs. Blue Reconstruction, yeah. Construction. So, we're not going to do like we normally do and like walk through the whole movie and recap everything, because like to me it was almost like just an amalgamation of Red versus Blue episodes, right? Like, you know, the episodes used to be what, like 4 to 6 minutes back in the day when they were first coming out.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Yeah. I felt like this was a little longer than that. Like maybe the episode parts of it were like maybe 10 minutes, and then it would like you could see the cuts where like maybe they meant to put this out as a series at first, but then they were like, okay, well, last year I'm sure I have a feeling that some of them knew that this was going to happen this year, and that's why they were like, okay, we kind of already made this, but let's just put it out as a movie instead.
Rushed, yeah.
It did feel like it was a little bit rushed, so I think that they were just like, okay, let's just pump something out to have it. Let's give it a nice little bow on Red versus Blue, right? Since obviously we're not going to get any more episodes of Red versus Blue ever again. I thought that the movie itself was pretty. I mean, there were some good laughs.
It did not have a strong start.
It did not. It was a very, very, very slow burn to get, because that's the thing too, is I think they also tried to do something that they weren't. And Red vs. Blue was always just a straight kind of a comedy deal. Yeah, That was its strength at the beginning, right?
Yeah, but
Once they... Oh, sorry, good.
Reconstruction, it was a Reconstruction, which was the first season after they left Blood Gulch. It started becoming more serious. And they started expanding it because before they were trying to make it part of Halo canon.
Yeah.
But after this, it was it's its own. Well, it gets still gone under canon because the way they were explaining it was that all the shit that these guys were going through was just simulations that they were using to test actual Spartans, to test actual things under this thing called a Freelancer Project, which is, if you know anything about Halo lore, there's a lot of projects.
Yeah.
I.e. being the Spartan program. Then there was the was it the Orion Project? The Orion Project was the predecessor to the Spartan program.
Right, yeah.
And then the Onyx Project, whatever. That was like stupid ass Spartan 3s.
Yeah.
Waste of technology on that one. And that traitor Kurt.
All right, don't even fucking get me started on that. We're not talking about Halo today. We're talking, well, I mean, it's kind of related, but
but it's going
when we do, because we are going to do a Team Killing Glitch Charges episode that's just dedicated to Halo.
But should it be
I am going to shred you on that.
Should it be on that since it's about the books?
No, it's about the franchise. It's the gaming franchise.
Yeah, but the books is where Kurt is from.
Right. Well, we're going to talk about all Halo lore. We're going to talk about the games, of course, but we're going to also talk about the whole lore. And I'm going to shred you like a birria in a taco. All right.
You have no way to defend that little bitch.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
just like you have no way defending Ford when Chung asked him for help.
Okay. You know what? Don't even bring Galaxy's Edge into this. Okay. Don't you fucking dare. And I did agree with you on that eventually. Okay.
Eventually.
So fuck off. I will not, however, being agreeing with you on the Kurt issue ever. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, a lot of programs.
There's programs in there, and so I guess the way they were trying to do it was with the Freelancer program was one of them.
Yeah,
which was headed by Lavernius Church,
right? Which is Church which is the game
because in the
movie or the show,
which we find out is an AI. Because in the Halo universe, dumb AIs are just programs. Smart AIs are based off of human brains. Like Cortana was based off of Dr. Halsey's. Normally, a person dies,
right?
And they have to, because the brain gets destroyed in the process. With Dr. Halsey, she cloned her brain, and that's how they made Cortana. And I guess they made a second brain with her with Weapon,
from Halo, the new one, Infinite.
Yeah, because this goes. Oh, I finally come up with my name. What is it? The end.
Yeah.
I'm like. I have a lot of issues to talk about Halo Legends or whatever.
Infinite. Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll talk about it on the Team Killing Glitch Stars episode. So if you want to hear us rant on that, then listen to that coming up.
But so I'm assuming the same thing happened with Church.
Yeah, probably.
They cloned his brain and they made an AI. Now this is where things got really cool because Rooster Teeth, they're fans of Halo. Obviously, that's where Red vs. Blue came from.
Right.
And we had obviously, we're going to talk about more than the movie.
Right, yeah.
In the Halo universe, they introduced it in Halo. They introduced it in the second book. The third book. Sorry. It wasn't. Fall of Reach was the first one, which takes place before Halo. Probably one of my favorite books. It's my favorite book in the Halo universe.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of my favorite books around, too.
Yeah.
On a side tangent, it has probably one of the best quotes that I wish it's too long to make a tattoo out of.
Yeah.
But it's right after the Spartans get their what's it called? Augmentation.
Oh yeah, augmentations, yeah.
Yeah. After they get the shot that's supposed to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they're having the funeral for like the 6 of them that died. And the other 50 that fucking became disabled.
Yeah.
And they were taking the disabled ones away. And Master Chief, at the time he wasn't Master Chief, but John 117, like, no, you ain't taking them away. They goes, they can't serve as Spartans anymore. You know, they're disabled and shit. And he goes, I don't give a shit. You ain't taking my people. And that's when Chief Petty Officer Mendez, who was the one that trained the Spartans, comes and says, it's okay. We don't turn our back on our own. They still have great minds, whatever. We can still use them.
Yeah.
They're not going to be executed as like John was probably worried about.
Right, yeah.
And he sits him down and like Master Chief's like, I followed the mission parameters. I did everything we were supposed to do. in the sense of this. Again, that's another beauty to that book is the whole. We went from, oh, these guys are super soldiers, they're fucking great, to holy fucking shit, these guys are brainwashed.
Yeah.
Like the book shows how bad it is. Like, and so he's telling them, like, I follow them, that the fact that this fucking augmentation was to them wasn't a surgery, it was a mission.
Yeah.
And he said he followed the mission parameters. He did everything. He followed all orders. And he still failed his men. He still failed his people.
Right.
And Mendes was just telling him, look, at the end of the day, it is a leader's job to send people to their deaths. You are going to send people to die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to happen.
Right.
That is your job as a leader. But it is your responsibility to ensure those lives were used and not wasted. And so he was like, oh, dude, that line goes fucking hard for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one of my favorite lines of all times.
True.
But in the second one was the flood, which was, it was just Halo 1
Yeah,
put into
in book form, right.
And then the second one was fuck, what was the third one called? Emperor Unto Dawn? No.
No. Fall of Reach. Oh, I can look it up. Like, anyways, we'll continue. I'll look it up later.
Yeah, in that book, Cortana, it explains how Master Chief got back to Earth after the events of Halo 1.
Yeah.
And through a lot of fuckery, Cortana downloads. It's by the Eric Nolan books, whatever they're called.
Yeah, Eric Nyland.
Yeah. Well, you know what's cool? That fool has a master's degree in chemistry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Followed by the flood, and then what follows that? First Strike.
First Strike, yes.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So in that book, we find out that Cortana they still a Covenant fucking cruiser.
Yeah.
Which, by today's standards of like Halo 4, Halo 3,
ooh, what do you fucking do?
Yeah. Back then, no, that was fucking
badass.
That was fucking sick. And so there's still one, and Cortana downloads a shit ton of data from that ship. It's an enemy fucking thing that we had no idea how it runs and works.
Right, yeah.
She's downloading the data, and then she realizes, oh, I'm running out of processing power,
yeah, and
space. I guess I have to delete a part of myself to fit all this information that's necessary. And she's like, this is going to speed up my rampancy, but I have to do it.
Yeah.
And then in Halo 4,
right, yeah,
we see her go full rampant, which is when the AI loses its sense of self and becomes...
It goes crazy, yeah.
And which is cool because in that season of Red vs. Blue, they tackle that issue even deeper because Project Freelancer only got one smart AI. And the way he wanted to do it was to have it like the Spartan program where each one of them gets one.
Yeah.
To, enhance their thing. Because with his program was all about the equipment that we see in the video games, like the bubble shield, what was the other one? Super speed.
Yeah.
Which is just the one that gives you the ability to sprint.
Right.
That's something in Halo you don't get.
Yeah.
One that slows down time, stuff like that. But a human brain can't process that information. So an AI needs to run the equipment. Where in the Spartan program, it's literally a partner to a superhuman.
Yeah.
Whose only job, not counting that piece of shit show, is to run the suit and run everything for Master Chief and then interlock it with him because they have that neural link.
Yeah.
So the AI was not the big part of the program. It was just, hey, this could actually work.
Yeah.
Where in this one, they need an AI to run the equipment because a human can't run it.
Right.
But there's 50 agents because there's one for each state.
Right, yeah.
And one AI. So how are you going to make that work?
You got to split it up into 50 different fucking things. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where they get illegal. They were studying rampancy, and that's what they talked about. And they talked about it in the show. And I was like, they talked about it before Halo 4.
Yeah.
So, and we know they've worked with Bungie, or it was Bungie at the time.
Yeah.
And then 343 later. And yeah, they've tortured. That was a fucked up thing. They tortured Church, which was the original smart AI. They tortured him and force him to run programs to try to save people's lives and purposely make it that he has to fail. He will always fail. Like he was watching people he loves die, people he cares about die, people suffering, and it's all his fault. Because remember, the basis is still a human brain.
Yeah.
What happens when a human brain faces torture upon torture of psychological breakdowns?
Yeah, it breaks eventually. Yeah.
And so his AI broke into fragments, in which each of these fragments became his personalities.
Yeah.
And apparently that's illegal in the Halo universe. And I just thought, like, fuck, that is, even if you're not canon, that is such a great addition to the lore of Halo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And if they did it, that would be cool.
Right.
But obviously now we can't.
Now it's dead for sure. It'll never be canon.
Yeah. And then, so I'm saying, like, there was a serious aspect to Red vs. Blue. It was a lot of fun in games at the end, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, we still quote fucking so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one we quoted the most, but we stopped recently, was the infamous, you ever wonder why we're here?
Yeah.
Which we started saying again after watching this.
Right, yeah.
But that's like, that was the worst throw ever in the history of all time.
Yeah.
Or it's just anything Caboose says.
Yeah, anything Caboose says is just comedic gold.
Not my fault. Somebody put a wall my way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude, like, yeah, it's just so many great memories. Fuck, Red vs. Blue came out when we were in high school, man.
Yeah, it came out in 2003.
And we started high school in 2002.
Right, yeah.
I remember we were watching it in
the ROTC computer.
ROTC
We had to fucking remember I would download them on disk and then
but then remember we found out how to hack the IP address so we can get around the block.
Yeah.
So we can actually just watching it from the website.
Right, yeah.
And it's just fuck, where were we?
We were just talking about the lore and how it ties into Halo.
And it's like, I love the fact that Caboose never upgraded his armor.
Yeah.
He's always stayed with the original armor from Halo 1, which was the Mark IV.
Yeah.
And it's always been a running joke. And in the movie, it ended up being the saving point of the fucking franchise.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
The fact that he never got upgraded, so
Church was able to store,
hide shit.
Hide shit in there, yeah. Because it wasn't connected to the cloud. Yeah.
Epsilon.
Right, yeah.
Because each AI got its own name, like Data, Beta, Theta, and then Epsilon, O'Malley, which was Zeta, I think, which was Rage. And I think his power was time dilation.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Gary. You remember him?
Oh yeah, Gary the
Shizno.
Yeah, Shizno. Yeah.
You dirty Shizno.
You dirty Shizno.
I know it's not a slur, but you're using it like a slur. That was when they went to that other game. What was it? The first one that Bungie made?
Oh, yeah.
Because they remember in the show, they tried the whole thing about time travel.
Yeah, it was Marathon.
Yeah, Marathon.
Yeah.
Which, hey, Bungie.
They're making Marathon. They're making a fucking Marathon first-person game, I guess.
At this point, Destiny needs to die.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was funny because when they find out that they were all just fucking tools for the freelancers to practice with.
Right, yeah.
But wait, what are you talking about? We traveled through time. Yeah, that was scenario 50. What? But then I fought a dragon. Or he fought something. Yeah, scenario 4. And then, like, literally like, every aspect of their life was
just a scenario, yeah.
Yeah. Because they were supposed to go to their actual military.
Right.
And then because they picked the worst of the worst and put them into this freelancer project to be fucking pawns.
Yeah.
And the fucking alien redeemer and shit.
Oh, yeah. Blarg.
Was it Honk? Blarg? There's another one.
You're pregnant?
No, the thing's like, wait, he goes, alien. Does Blarg mean yes? Blarg? Holy shit, I speak alien. He goes, well, you don't know if that's what it means? He goes, alien, am I right? Blarg, see? What the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
Which is another line we use a lot.
Yeah, what the fuck do you know?
Fuck do you know? But, yeah, I think it was during that season Reconstruction where Jeff, on all of them were no longer in control. They were just the voice actors, and I think that's when they handed it over to a team
to write it.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
But they were still the voices,
right? Yeah.
I mean, there was what's it called? I guess, for lack of a better term, a short, whatever, when they do like little skits.
Yeah.
And it was the team, and they were like doing like the 8th season or whatever, and they're doing the machinima.
Yeah.
And they come in and says, well, if it isn't the fucking whatever, like they're just like just talking shit to each other. Yeah. No, it was an actual episode of Red vs. Blue because they came into the real world.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a season where they were like dimension hopping.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And so, but yeah, there was them like talking shit like, because whatever old, like they're calling them old and shit. We're not that old. Red vs. Blue came out 20 years ago.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but
so yeah, I mean, all these good memories that we had, right, of Red versus Blue. I know that there's a contingent of people out there that are going to disagree with me, but I feel like they should have just let it die. Like, I feel like this could have been done
better
in a like, this movie was almost unnecessary, like the way that they did it.
Yeah. And
I'm not going to fucking criticize that too hard because you know what? I don't know who wrote, what's his name? Bernie wrote it, I think it said, right? Mm-hmm. So
this final one, yeah.
Yeah, the final one. So it's just like,
and like, I know we said they handed over control to another team, but at the end of the day, if they saw something they didn't like, they're going to tell them,
hey, change that. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I feel like this could have been done better. And I feel like it's now kind of left me.
But before you continue that,
yeah,
I saw something very disgusting the other day.
What?
So the old master set from seasons 1 through 10 of Red vs. Blue.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was selling on eBay.
Yeah. How much?
$500.
Fuck, I think I have mine still.
Yeah.
On the discs, like I think they're DVDs. I don't think they're Blu-rays, but
no, but this was like it wasn't that big. It was like this big.
Oh.
So it might have been Blu-rays then.
Yeah, probably.
Isn't it funny how fucking technology is circular?
Yeah.
Because we went away from cartridges, like from the N64 and stuff.
Right, yeah.
To discs. And now, because of SD cards, we're back to cartridges with Nintendo.
Right, yeah.
But the other ones but now we're going away from it, like to digital download. And now we want to go back to it because of fucking they're stealing the games from us.
Yeah, basically.
But like, it's funny how CDs now, because someone came up with new technology for CDs, and it's fucking holds way more than like SD drives and stuff like that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like, I think a disc can hold terabytes now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's funny how we went away from it with SD cards and all this shit.
True.
Now we're coming back to it.
Yeah, that is true. Fucking crazy, man. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have just let it. They should have just left it.
Well, I don't know because I didn't see the last season.
Well, neither did I. But I just think like this has left I mean, it's bittersweet for many reasons, obviously, right? But it's almost a little too sour.
If this was something they did a while back to finish the show, like say 4 years ago, it would have been whatever. It would have been okay.
Right.
But the fact that not only is this the end of Red vs. Blue, but the end of Rooster Teeth, it kind of it put our expectations too high, I think.
I think we did. And I think that's why it fell flat for us, is just because, don't get me wrong, there were some funny moments. There was a lot of nostalgia to it, but it just kind of fell flat overall. And yeah, we got to see the ending. Okay, obviously, if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. But like, spoiler alert, okay, Sarge is dead. Simmons fucking stays behind. Griff basically fucks off and retires, or he gives him his piece to leave the army and discharge or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it. Like, that's it. Like, that's all it wasn't like we didn't get like full closure, I don't think. I don't know.
I feel like something was left behind.
Yeah, I feel like it was too. Yes, we got to see that really cool thing with Tex and fucking Church when they were walking at the end.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, hey, he said, oh, I'm Lavernius or whatever. She said, oh, I'm whatever the fuck her actual name was.
I forgot what it was.
Because they were both they were the AIs of the two people in real life that loved each other.
Back when I was saying when they were torturing Church, the AI.
Right.
One of the fragments was Tex.
Yeah.
because she was also an AI.
Right. Yeah.
But it was, instead of being a fragment of his personality, she was a piece of his memory.
Yeah.
Which falls under Epsilon, which is the one that's also been trying to who's the final AI we saw at the end.
Right, yeah. So then like you know, Church gets like Epsilon gets like the happy ending or whatever almost for that. But then that was a cool little moment to see.
Well, that was Church because remember all the
that's right. They all combined, right?
They all combined.
So yeah, Church got his happy ending at the end, you know? And Griff got to go fuck off. Simmons stayed behind and got to do his dream of being Sarge, essentially. Even though I don't know what's left for them to do. Because
during season 5 or 6 or whatever, the freelance project fully got shut down and they became part of the UNSC again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know what happens in that scenario. That's one of the other notes that we don't know.
Right, yeah. Like what happens then? And then, you know.
Which I thought was funny too, was because when they finally, after season 4, when they finally were stopping being in Blood Gulch, they kept having to come back to it. And Jeff was talking about like, I thought we were done with Blood Gulch. No, just one more scene. They kept coming back to so they kept having to switch between Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny. At the final moment, they're back in Blood Gulch.
Yeah, pretty much. So it was cool. It was cool, but it was also, like I said, it fell flat. And there were some cool moments that we got to see. We got to see fucking, what's his name? Fuck, why can't I remember the guy who was with Doc?
Oh, Washington,
yeah. We got to see him fucking kind of like, you know.
Come to terms with Doc's death.
Right, yeah, which was cool to see. But all in all, it, like I said, it just kind of fell flat a little bit. And it was almost disappointing because of the fact that I think our expectations were probably higher than they should have been because of what this means to us, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to knock them because I don't fucking know what was going through their heads when they were making this, right? But
you gotta understand, you have to imagine that Warner Brothers, was like, we're gonna do this, but
that's it.
I'm not giving you more money.
Figure it out. Yeah. So I'm sure that's why they were like, all right, like they couldn't. You got to craft the story within your means of what you can do, right? So I get it. That's probably was a thing that was in there. I'd like to talk to them to see if, hey man, was this really how you wanted to end it, or were some compromises made in storytelling ways because you guys just couldn't do shit that you wanted to do?
You know, I mean, I don't want to knock the guy. I forgot his name already, but it sucked not having Joel play Caboose anymore.
Yeah, right.
From what I understand, he wanted to do it, but he got back to them too late.
Oh,
as you know, Joel. As anybody that knows anything about Rooster Teeth, Joel left under bad terms with Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
But whatever this guy's name was, he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I have to say he sounded like Caboose. So I mean, there was not a whole lot. It wasn't glaringly obvious that it wasn't the same guy.
For you guys, as a fair warning, we're gonna be probably talking about a lot of quotes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because right now I just remember my favorite quote between him and Washington. Because that was another thing I forgot. Well, maybe in one of the seasons that we didn't watch, they explains what happened to it.
Right.
There was a Mantis robot. Mm-hmm. You know, the mechs.
Yeah.
In the Red versus Teeth.
Yeah.
In Red versus Blue, the Mantises were mechs, not mechs. Robots. They had AIs.
Yeah.
WAIs.
Yeah.
And Caboose found one and like basically made it a pet. And the mech gets destroyed. And to try to save it, they save his AI. It's a chip. Okay. And Washington has to break the news to Caboose. Hey, I think his name was Bubbles or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dead.
Yeah.
And so he's like, all right. He's like, Caboose, I know you don't handle emotional things very well. I'm an emotional time bomb. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite quotes. What was it? Oh, he's on to when the Reds steal his tank in Washington.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like, those possessions 9/10 of the law. The other 10th is a tank. I have both.
Oh man, yeah. There were so many good one-liners in
the entirety of Rivers.
Yeah, the entirety of the show, and
you need to watch the season with Chorus. When they introduced Felix and I forgot what the other guy's name. That was some sick ass choreography. Mostly between those two and Carolina and Washington. But it's really fucking good. That's also a lot of good emotional stuff. And I don't know, man. It's a really good. It's great.
God, I feel like I bought on the. We're gonna have to look after this, see if because I feel like I did buy like that.
You think we should do a rewatch?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like to just, I mean, fuck, it's. I haven't seen it since they were originally aired, basically. So
I've seen them a lot sooner, but it has been like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I have. Like I said, I think I might have bought them on digital on the Xbox, which. I mean, shit. I think I bought the whole seasons 1 through 10, like or whatever it is.
Season 1 is only like probably 30 minutes.
Yeah, because they were only like 4 to 6 minutes long each episode, basically. So, God, remember we would wait every fucking what was it like?
I don't know. It wasn't every week.
No, it wasn't. It was like every fucking like other month or something like that. And we'd be like, oh shit, they dropped a new episode of Red versus Blue. And this was before like YouTube was super popular. So like we had to go to their website and fucking download an MP4 or no, it was an MPEG video that we had to download.
Oh, wasn't it Wave?
No, it was an MPEG because the Wave is the audio file. It was a Windows. Oh no, it was a WMV. It was a Windows movie player. Or Windows Media Viewer .wmv.
Yeah.
That's how old it was, man, when we first started watching that shit.
It just reminds me of that. What was it? When I was telling you about that new schoolyard joke that's going around that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just devastating to people like me and you.
Yeah, man.
So your mama jokes back when we were kids was like, your mama's so dumb. She locked herself in a grocery store and starved to death.
Or your mama's so fat when she sits around the pool, she sits around the pool.
So the new one I heard that's going around the schoolyard is your mama's so old that when she wanted to go on the internet, she had to hang up the phone. And
you know what hurts is because we had to do that.
Yeah.
So implying that we are so old.
Well, we're the generation that has kids now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, not me, but you.
Yeah, that's true. But man, well, yeah, your mom's so old she had to hang up the internet to go on the phone, or hang up the phone to go on the internet. Yeah, no shit. I remember. You have it good now. Hell, you can do all of those things at the same time in your pocket.
Yep.
Like, fuck, man.
We can literally be talking on the phone and searching the web.
Yeah.
At the exact same time.
At the same time on a device, on a small computer, a small handheld computer.
NASA went to the moon with a computer 100 times weaker than what's in our pockets.
Than the cell phone, yeah. 100 times weaker than the computing power of the earliest cell phones. Oh, my God. Which is insane, man. But anyways, we digress. So yeah, this was not a good goodbye in my estimation. Yes, at the end we were still sad. We cried. We did. We teared up as we were watching the credits, and then they popped that fucking picture of them, the four of them. And then what did I say? I said, "Oh, you're a pussy. I'm not." Or you're a pussy. I'm not. Who said anything about being a pussy? Shut up. Like, So yeah, it was sad. It was sad to see something like that go. But the movie itself, like I said, was not. It just fuck, man. I'm so sad that I can't give it a better review.
Again, I think we're blocking ourselves with the expectations.
It could be, but here's the thing:
I don't think the entirety of Rooster Teeth was behind this project.
You're right; they probably weren't, which is probably why it wasn't as good as it could have been or it should have been. Mm-hmm. And it just
not that it was bad; it
just wasn't that good. It's that weird thing where it wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It also wasn't good either. I mean, like I said, there were some funny one-liners, there were some funny moments. I don't think I was definitely not sports entertained, and I probably wasn't even actually entertained for the entirety of the movie.
I mean, you were laughing with that whole working at home for security detail.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. That was, like I said, that was one of the things that was funny because it's like that was a good joke. That was a classic Red versus Blue joke that if Red versus Blue was still going right now or was going on during COVID, that would have been a joke that they would have made. So I was like, fuck yeah, that's great. That's hilarious. But that was good. Like I said, good moments, but when combined together as a whole, it just wasn't. There wasn't enough of them. There wasn't enough of them to make up for the shit that was kind of sandwiched in the middle. And I don't know. it just felt like it was trying to like just make it to the next one-liner. Just, oh God, we got to fill in we got to do 5 or 10 minutes till we get to the next one-liner or the next funny sequence. Like, fuck, let's fill this in with whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like Rooster Teeth ever rushed Red vs. Blue.
True.
And I feel this is the first time they had to rush it. So they didn't know how to.
They don't know how to do that. Yeah. So they put out a subpar, I
would say it's higher than subpar.
They put out a par product.
Yeah.
So
it passed mustard.
It barely passed muster, I guess. Like I said,
I don't know why I keep saying mustard.
I will say this. If you were a fan of Red versus Blue, you should watch it. Mm-hmm. If you don't know and you've never seen Red versus Blue, you should not watch this movie. I would recommend against it. I would recommend maybe watching Red versus Blue through and then watch the movie. But it's still, I'm just to be honest, it's not going to mean the same to you as it is. You're probably not going to like this movie.
So I would say, like,
oh yeah, go ahead.
To go on a little tangent, the same way I would equate it to the 2006 kids who were watching. Now I'm going to go into a little bit of Anime Syndicate here.
Yeah. Crossover episode.
To those kids in 2006 that were forcing their friends to try to get into Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's true.
By making them watch the Battle of the Valley of the End.
Yeah.
Which was Sasuke versus Naruto before when Sasuke left the village. And they had their whole, that we finally get to see who's stronger because they still always talking shit to each other, If you try to use those episodes to try to get friends into it, you're an idiot. Because that scene, those episodes only worked for fans of the show because we earned the right to like it because we had the knowledge, we had the experience of them, of everything they've been through.
Yeah.
We had to gain that from watching all the shows, all the episodes, all the movies, till we finally get to see it and experience it to its fullest.
Yeah.
To someone who's never watched Naruto, yeah, the fight scene's great, but there's no substance to it because you don't know why these two are, this is so tragic.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Now, if you want an episode to get people into Naruto, Gaara versus Rock Lee is where you want to do it. So for me, that fight, it's too good. Both these characters were only on screen prior to this for maybe 30 minutes total.
Yeah.
And this scene, they both go ham. You get to see Gaara's power. You get to see Rock Lee's power. And you get to see, there's emotion to it, but it's emotion you can follow because there's no character building that's happened. This is the character building.
Right.
So if you introduce somebody to Naruto through Rock Lee versus Gaara, it's going to be more impactful. So for me, don't show this final movie, because you haven't earned the right to know everything, to like it. Not to say we liked it. I mean, I enjoyed it. But you don't want to watch it unless you know what's going on.
Yeah, because you're gonna think this movie's fucking garbage. Just because none of the things mean anything to you.
Like if I was to introduce someone to Red vs. Blue, I would honestly do Reconstruction. Because it helps if you know seasons 1 through 4.
Right, yeah.
But the season kind of works like a retcon for Red vs. Blue.
True, yeah.
To try to get it into the new canon.
Right.
And you can follow along, and the action's great. It's fucking hilarious. It's probably some of the best jokes in Red vs. Blue. So that's the way I feel about it. Is like, you can't watch this unless you have a huge understanding of Red vs. Blue.
Yeah. So I would recommend that you.
That's me.
Oh.
See?
Oh, I would recommend that you watch. Yeah, maybe start at season 5. Watch that and then work your way up. But here's the thing too, is also it's probably not going to mean as much because it's right here. Like,
might as well start at season 1.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well.
Only, like I said, it's probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and season 2 is probably like whatever, an hour, like, or whatever, maybe. I don't know. It's good though. It's funny. There's a lot of the basis for the characters that you're going to see later on. You'll see why they are the way they are. And
poor Jimmy, she beat him to death with his own skull. That doesn't seem physically possible. That's what he said. And you see Tex beat him to death. This doesn't seem physically possible.
Yeah, man. There was a lot of good moments in that show. There were a few good moments in the movie, but as I said, no one's gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. So watch the fucking, if you haven't seen or you want somebody to watch this movie that hasn't seen Red versus Blue, just fucking get them in to watch the whole fucking thing. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, you can download it on fucking Microsoft Store. You get all 10 seasons. I think it's like fucking $40.
It's probably
probably even less than that now.
No, it's probably up more because they're going out of business. Or
maybe. Well, Microsoft
as of the 10th.
Well, yeah, it's done. It is out of business. So
you want to feel sad?
No, but yeah, I know you're gonna tell me to feel sad or make me feel sad.
Pull up the internet.
Okay.
Go to Rooster Teeth site.
Oh no. God damn it. roosterteeth.com. What does it redirect to? Rooster Teeth. Oh my God. Warner Media. Thank you for 21 incredible years. 21 years. Oh yeah, this is the statement that they.
Yeah.
Man.
You can't go to anything. There's nothing.
Nope. Well, yeah, because it's done. It's shut down. They just this is the landing page. I really wonder what they're gonna do with roosterteeth.com. Is that Ruben? Is he on his way?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, let's see what we're at. We're at 40 fucking 2 minutes. I mean,
this is supposed to be a short one.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. We still got some time.
Yeah, we still get here. But anyways, that's very fucking depressing just to see that. But also,
you know what's funny? Like when they did their first stream after the announcement that they're shutting down.
Yeah.
And we saw Jeff, do his whole break. He broke down.
Yeah.
It was sad, but not to diminish it, but he's the one we see cry the most.
Yeah, that's true. All the time. And I want to say this too, because like, I kind of feel like I'm turning heel on this issue. I kind of feel like I hate them. Like, it's hard to fucking quantify to people who don't understand this, but like, it hurts me that their own actions led them down this road. Like fuck. Like it sucks to see this so bad. And listen, nobody's perfect, obviously, right? And whatever, it is what it is. People have multiple different opinions on this thing. But it's like, fuck. Fuck what you guys doing, man? Why couldn't you have made better choices? Fuck. We could still be having the good times. The good times could still be rolling. And I don't know. Like I said, that's why this movie was sort of bittersweet in the sense that it just didn't... It quantified it personified the last 10 years of why Rooster Teeth, I feel like, was kind of falling off a little bit. Because don't
get me wrong, like I was a big fan of Rooster Teeth in the sense that I was following all their Achievement Hunter shit. I was following all their Let's Play stuff. I was following their animation department. The only thing I didn't follow was their gaming department because I knew from day one that was gonna fail.
Yeah.
They made 2 games, I think, and it just okay, but I mean I never played them, but like even when Achievement Hunter was playing that Ruby game,
yeah,
I could tell they weren't into it.
Right, yeah.
The majority of the time, it was still a good watch because they were fucking being
they're being shit. Fucking hilarious, yeah.
And like one of my favorite things from Let's Play was Achievement Hunter was Jeremy had this thing where he would make joke websites to make fun of people. What was it like? Like they're playing Dead by Daylight. He made a joke about like, oh, you ever had a problem with 2 gay guys fucking to power a light? Light by gay guys or some shit like that. Lightbygayguys.com, whatever. But there's a running joke because Gavin has a huge fucking nose. In one of the early Minecraft Let's Plays, Ray made fun of him because Gavin was jumping into his Minecraft character was jumping into a lake. And he made the joke like, oh, I better hold my nose. And you just hear Ray, that's a lot of nose to hold. So fast forward 10 years and Gavin's trying to figure out the formula how to make those websites. And like he was like those jokes and he couldn't. Yeah. And so he was like making fun of Jeremy. And Jeremy's like, okay, so he makes his jokes. He goes, you ever feel like a dumb British fuck or whatever? Or whatever. I don't know what the setup was to the joke.
Yeah.
He goes, www.knowsnoboundaries.com. Oh, dude, it's like, and Gary's like, no, I can't respond. There's no I'm done.
Yeah, he got you.
Yeah, there's no way you can come back from that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And just and then what was it? Obviously I followed Ruby. Fucking great. Rest in peace, Montione. Then all the other animation stuff. I love Camp. They had the show The Wanderer from Nowhere or some shit. I forgot what it's called, but I enjoyed it. But they never got a second season. I love their Heroes of Halfway, which was their
their D&D shit. Yeah.
And I love fucking was it? I never watched it, but Funhouse had their own D&D, which was also owned by Rooster Teeth. Theirs was called Heroes and Twits, or not Twits and Crits.
Oh, okay,
yeah. What you call it? What else?
Well, don't forget about the Game Rage one, A Slice of Dice, coming out.
Yeah, but I was talking about Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, I know. I just felt like throwing a cheap plug in there since we were talking about D&D.
Aren't they even out yet?
Yeah, it's coming out. It'll be out when this goes out.
No, because we saw 2 more sessions. Today's and next week's.
Yeah, I was thinking about just cutting today into just do 2 episodes, 2 smaller episodes.
Cheap, dude. You know it. You know it too.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason we're doing 5 episodes is because we want to do high quality.
Yeah, that's true.
Our
you're
ability.
Right. Yeah, you're right. But anyways, well, it'll be out soon. So stay tuned.
And I'm thinking after the 5th, after we actually get all 5 episodes out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about I think I'll be ready for
Sorry, what?
I think I'll be ready to do the hopefully the other one.
Oh, the other one you were talking about with the which
the
Warhammer one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, cool.
I said hopefully, like
yeah. Well, like this will get us through until you're ready for. Well, whatever. We'll talk about that later because that's a different podcast. But anyways,
but like I don't know. I'm just saying that we should spend a couple minutes talking about our favorite moments.
Yeah. For me, like honestly, going to RTX was like fucking awesome because
that's where we have the consequences.
I mean, yeah, and that was a fucking great moment because we got to see all those dudes. I got to meet fucking Griffin. We have the what you call it's our badges from there. I don't know if you have yours, but fucking
you don't have yours. You gave me yours.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't know.
Oh, you lost them? Wow.
They're probably in storage.
Oh, probably
in my patio.
Yeah. Well, anyways, but yeah, no, we fucking still have those.
That was the one where they had the chibi Ruby characters.
Yeah. And that was just cool, man. Like she was doing fucking the like chainsaw fucking shit there, and it was fun to go to Austin and fucking get to meet them.
Everything we went to was closed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we go to that hot dog place that was selling exotic meat.
Closed.
Meat, no, it wasn't open. Oh, but we only have half the animals and no French fries.
Yeah, and we're like, never mind. Fuck off. But either way, it was still a fun fucking weekend, man. Like, abandoned my less than 30-day-old daughter. Well, no, she was already a month old at that point, I think. Wait, no. Yeah, she was like exactly a month old, wasn't she? Because it was in August. Wasn't it August?
It was like 2 weeks after she was born.
No, dude, because wasn't it at the beginning of August?
No, it was like the middle, mid, or end of July.
Oh, then yeah, she wasn't even a month old yet then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I abandoned my less than 30-year-old or 30-day-old daughter. So, there's Ruben. All the dogs are going to bark.
No, hold on.
Pause it. All right, the dogs, we're back, but the dogs are probably still going to be loud because they're assholes, but they have now been chilleth, as they say. So,
come on, boy. Red Rocket.
Yeah, Red Rocket. So going to fucking RTX, man, that was just a cool fucking trip. It was just a cool fucking time. We got to hang out, the 4 of us, and fucking just drive to fucking. No, it was 4 of us. It was me, you, Jose, and Tycoon.
All right, yeah.
Adam was supposed to go, but he bitched out at the last minute, which is why we brought Jose. So
no, that's why we brought Tycoon.
No, wasn't Tycoon already going?
No,
remember Tycoon was the whole reason we were going, was because we were just going to cheer him up from his fucking.
No, we just randomly invited him while we went to one of our meetings. Remember at Badlands? That's besides the point.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, but either way. We went. There was 4 of us. We went. It was a fun time.
We tried going again, but the cars didn't align.
Yeah, they just didn't align. And honestly, I'm really just glad that they aligned for us to at least go that one time. That's now we have that memory. Mm-hmm. So, and since it'll never happen again, we can say we did it. It's like we never got to see Linkin Park fucking play
because of you.
Because of
literally had tickets to one of their last shows. And you started your new job at UCLA.
Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't go. Yeah.
Oh shit, probably can't.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck? People can just Google it. It doesn't matter. All our shit's out there anyways. I didn't say you didn't say anything. I didn't technically say anything bad about him, so you can
Well,
say
according to Josh, according to Josh, I just spell out your phone.
yeah,
name.
full name,
Social
date,
security number.
everything like date of birth, all that shit.
It's like we said it before we said it since starting this all these podcasts. We said it in that Thank You Rooster Teeth episode. We said it. They were now the company may be gone, but they still are one of our biggest inspirations in all this that we did. We said it in all the podcasts too. Like they're probably one of the biggest That's all right.
Inspirations
that we had to start this, and it's just.
Yep, and now our inspiration is to do better than them. That's the new goal.
To pick up the torch they left.
Yeah. And to not go down and do the same fucking folly that they did. Somehow do better and last. So that Game Rage will be here in 20 years when we'll be, Jesus Christ, in our fucking 50s. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking.
Goddamn cat.
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself because my company gives out bonuses.
Yeah.
Every 5 years. And I already got my 5-year one. So I was thinking about my 10-year one.
Yeah.
I'll be like, let's see. I'm 36 right now. So I'll be 41 years old. And then my 10-year one, I'll be 50. Sorry, 15-year one.
Oh, yeah. No, you'd be 46. Because it's every 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I won't make it to 20.
Yeah, because you'll be dead.
I probably won't make it to 15, to be honest.
I don't even think you make it till 10, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, if we're being real. No.
But I was just saying, like...
The fuck is that? Well, tell it to shut the hell up. We're doing a podcast.
We're coming to the end.
I know.
Just trying to say our final
I just want to fuck with Ruben because it's fun. But yeah, they will be missed, I guess, right? Is the bottom line. They will be missed. And, it's like they say, like, oh yeah, people, they're going to still go do stuff, but it's not ever going to be the same. Yeah. And it's not, sure, I wish them the best of success in their new endeavors.
I think Jeff was able to save Fuckface. I'm not 100% sure about that.
I think they changed the name of it to something else.
Yeah.
They had to change, or he started something new, and I forget what it's called. I forget what's called. Some other fucking thing. I don't remember now. But
I know, like Michael and the rest of Achievement, or they used to be Achievement Hunter. I don't know if they knew this was coming. Why change it to Dog Bark?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't think all of them knew it was coming. I think some of them did.
But I know they're streaming a lot together.
Yeah.
Michael and Lindsay they're voice actors too, so
and they got other jobs. They'll be fine.
It's the end of an era.
It is the end of an era, the end of the Rooster Teeth era, and the beginning of the Game Rage era.
Name pending.
Patent pending. Patent now approved. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. Go watch the movie if you fucking have seen Red versus Blue, I guess. If you haven't seen it, don't watch the movie. That's really all I can tell you.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it a score because I don't want to it's not going to be a good one, and I don't want to.
I don't think that was the purpose.
It wasn't the intention anyway. Yeah, it was just to talk about it, and this was more of a way for us to reminisce about the old days, and another excuse to do that, and then also talk about this movie kind of a little bit, and just talk about Red versus Blue in general. But yeah, maybe we should do a rewatch of Red versus Blue, and then
have this fucker do it too.
Oh, dude, because you've never seen it, have you, Ruben? Red versus Blue. Oh, all right. Well, shit, that's a good idea because then we could get a new. You and I could rewatch it, and he could be his first watch through. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. And those are easy to do because, like you said, it's only like 30 minutes. We can do season 1. It's like 30 minutes, or 40 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, stay tuned for that because that'll be fun. But do you have any other things to discuss about this movie, or I guess Red versus Blue? Oh fuck! Ooh, good thing this was empty. You didn't know that it was slippery, huh? Fucking cat. So, anyways, yeah. Did you have anything else?
No.
No? Good? All right. Ruben, since you so rudely interrupted us, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I'm good.
Nah, you're good?
Yeah, I'll just let you guys finish off here.
Say again?
Nah, I'll just let you guys finish off. I got nothing because I know nothing.
All right. Well, anyways, I guess we'll call it a wrap for us. So thanks everybody for listening. You'll hear all our shit again in the outro. I'm not gonna fucking say it again right now. I just don't feel like it because I'm kind of sad and angry now. So fucking, I just don't have the motivation. And I'm going to take that out on our D&D session that we're about to do. And Frank's probably going to take it out on me and Ruben and murder us.
No, just you.
Oh, just me.
I
Thanks.
literally made an encounter just for you.
Oh, good. Great. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We greatly appreciate it. You guys, that's that saying that we say, you ever wonder why we're here? They're the reason why we're here.
Oh, hey there, buddy. It's me, 1930s announcer guy, here to congratulate you on making it through this episode. As our heroes are getting in their jalopies and riding off into the literal sunset, they wanted me to tell you thanks for listening to their radio broadcast, and should you be so kind as to follow them on some fancy schmancy radio station publication called Instagram and TikTok at Game Range Magazine, and on some other thing called Twitter/X at Game Range Mag. Also, they wanted me to inform you and ask if you could be so kind again as to visit something called a website at www.GameRageMagazine.com. I don't know what that is, buddy, but you should probably go do those things. And, don't forget to tune in next time to the Game Rage Movies and TV radio broadcast.